Right, so what's happened? We have a problem. So we've hit a problem with the build. Big problem. Just for those that haven't been watching, just to update you, when we built the cottage, we had a lot of tiles that was left over from the top of the cottage, and we wanted to use them somehow. Like didn't want to have to waste them. So what we decided to do is tile the top of this new build with these orange tiles. We had to buy some more, like 1,000 more, right?
No, it's just halfway. We already have half.
But how many tiles was it? About 600. Well, we had to buy loads more anyway, and then they tiled the roof and everything was fine. They tested it and they put water on it and stuff, and then they started to put the insulation in and the ceilings, and everything was fine. And then
rain.
Not just rain, but
no,
big.
when they do ceiling, it's not rain. Or when they finish roof, it's not rain. No rain at all. You know, so they don't see like.
Well, it rained a little bit actually, and he said that he never saw any flooding. So it rained a little bit, and they also hosed it and they tested it, and it seemed fine, right? But then this big storm hits the roof, and
when finish ceiling.
When we finish the ceiling.
Ceiling, and then the water leak under the roof, go to ceiling. So
it started coming through. I'll show some pictures as well. It started coming through the sides of the wall and through the ceiling, and then when I climbed up to take a look up there, we have a hatch. I could see that it was dripping on the insulation, and basically there was just thousands of holes where the tiles were.
Yeah.
So we were feeling kind of stupid. We thought, are we stupid because the roof is too flat? Is this just us? But then Damo did some research, and what did you find?
No, because we want to use this tile because it keeps cold, you know, and also when the rain hit, we don't like metal
Yeah,
sheet.
the point of using this tile in the first place is if you use a metal sheet, it's so noisy when the rain comes down. So you use tiles, it's not as noisy. But when you did your research, what did you find?
When I do the research, I saw so many people that also have a problem with the tile, roof tile like this, and it's like many problem for them, you know, and but they're like built for a long time, right? But the problem of our problem is about the roof is not flat.
It's not steep.
Not steep enough, you know. So it's just like lay like this.
So the rain comes in at the side, and basically what these people had tried to do is, on their builds, they tried to fill it in with like foam, or they tried to put rubber underneath, or they tried to put concrete in the top, and they'd spent a lot of money doing this and it didn't work. So we kind of went backward and forward for a couple of days. Like at first we didn't vlog it straight away because both of us were we spent the money on doing it, and the workers had spent a lot of time on doing it.
Freak out because it's like no way it can be like this. You have to like take out the roof. And
well, look, these are our options. When I looked at it, the only thing that I could see we do is you do a whole new roof over the top, which then you're paying for the roof twice. You put an underlay in, like a rubber underlay, which will catch the rain. But then we'd seen some other people on a forum do that, and it didn't work for them.
This one only work for a single roof.
And then the other one is to plug all of the holes, which wouldn't work. And then meanwhile, the storms are coming, and there's more rain coming, and it's all coming through the ceiling. So then I'm thinking, well, then we talked to the builders, and we're like, the builder said if this ceiling gets wet, we have to pull all the ceiling out too.
Shame.
Which means pull out all the insulation, pull out all the ceiling. So I mean, this was a big problem, actually, guys. Like, it wasn't a small problem. And the builders were off for a day, weren't they, at this point? So we had no answers. And the rain's coming down, so it's quite stressful. I didn't freak out, but okay, I freaked out a little bit. What does freak out mean?
Like upset. Oh, what are we gonna do? Like how he can like we have to find a way, we have to pull off the roof and change all the new roof like that.
So the builders weren't in for a day, and we didn't really know what our options were, and we were looking online, different forums for different options and whatnot. But then Damo found on a forum a solution, and so she kind of pioneered this solution, and I kind of went along with it. And at first I thought we were going to have to just do metal sheet, because I'm not really aware of the materials that are available around here. Only what I've seen in like Global House and stuff, which is that tin, it's like a tin metal sheet that we use for the bamboo hut. And I'm thinking, you paid for a very nice orange roof, and now you're going to have to put like a tin metal roof on it. And so we found a solution which we decided to run past the builders on the first day back. They had a day off, and on the first day back, first thing in the morning, because the storms were raging down and there's water leaking through the roof, and
he don't see how worse is like the leaking. So we told them and we showed the picture, and then I asked them about, can we do like this, like and then he say, yeah, we can do, but afternoon it's gonna rain, so we have to go get the material right now.
So it's like I take care of the kids. Damo runs away with the builder to get this solution, and she'll take you on this little journey now so you can see what it is we got. And I was really surprised with the fact that these materials were on offer. I was surprised at the price, and I was surprised at how fast they can produce it and how custom they can produce it. So check this out. This is what happened.
I'm going with Tom, the builder, to get some metal sheet roof, because in the village or the neighbor around here they don't have, so we have to drive to town in this car to get a metal sheet. So here is the shop that we're going to buy metal sheet here. So it's Santai here that we have to use. We have to choose what we like, and we have to change this, do double roof, and we put this on top of the tiling roof. Hard job, double job now. So here is the factory of metal sheet. This is my first time seeing this as well. It's a roll like this, and then when we order anything, that we have to put in the machine like that way. You know, if you want a long Spain, like a Spain style, like it look like Thai roof, that we put in the machine here straight away, and then they pack and then send us. This is interesting. This is my first time seeing in here. They allow us to get in here and see. Alright, now we just order and pay the roof and everything, about 12,000 baht for metal roof, and it's cheaper than I think, because this place is like the place for make the metal sheet. I can't believe it. We just come back from order metal sheet, and now they just come and delivery. It's so fast, like you know, we just arrived, and then they just delivery this, because they say, oh, if you order we have to put in the machine. I can't believe that it's faster than I thought. So it's the roof that we order over there. So now they just change, but look like the rain is coming over there, like heavy rain. So not sure if they can finish before the rain come. So I just shoot orange one because it's go along with our main building here. Orange roof, but it's like the main house is like orange, but that one is like you know, super orange, like really orange, fresh orange. And right now we just hope that they can finish before the big rain comes. So I'm not sure. I hope they can finish before the big rain comes. And yeah.
So now you see we have a brand new roof on top of the tiled roof, and we get multiple benefits from this. So now it's waterproof, the water just slides right off it, obviously there's no water coming in, but also the tile roof wasn't a complete waste because you have the sound barrier, so it's not noisy. So a double roof is the best solution to this problem. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I like this way because to keep the tile is good for to keep noise, and then for the rain, you know, because my sister house, she used metal roof, and then they have the ceiling, but when it rains,
So noisy.
It's so noisy you cannot hear anything at all, you know, because she not put what you call
It's tiles.
on top, and then it's like the way that we sort out the problem is I think the best way, and the best way for everybody if you want to do this, you know. But also it costs money, you know. But
it
for
was
me,
quite cheap.
yeah. But for me, I feel like first I expect like 20K or something like that, but actually it's cheap, half price, you know, cheaper than I thought. And then
And I liked it that they could custom cut it
yeah,
to their custom
and
size.
this is my first time visit that place, and then the builder showed me, and everything's so cheap, you know, compared to you get around here or compared to another place, because the builder say this is the place that make this, you know. If I order the shop around here, they're gonna charge 2 times price. Yeah, I remember when we built the kitchen,
And they don't custom make. It's already cut to the size. This one you custom to the size.
We have to, if we order around here, they have to wait maybe 2 or 3 days.
So as Damo explained in the video, the machine cuts it to the exact size that you want it, and you can get to choose a color.
Yeah.
So it still looks good. So even going back now, even if we had to do it again, we would probably still do tiles and a double roof, because
Yeah.
there's no way to keep the sound barrier if you don't do that. So I'm sure there are other ways that people stop the sound coming through. Maybe it's like extra insulation and then a metal roof. But
And
we're
this
quite
we
happy with
finished-
this now.
One day finish.
Well, the builder did it. He did it in one day up there, and just as the rains came down straight after he finished. So all in all, we managed to solve the problem. This is a learning experience for others out there maybe that are building. We're happy with the solution from the top as well. The drone still looks good.
Huh?
The drone shot still looks nice. Because-
are you
Because
happy with that?
before I thought it's going to be
Worry.
like a tin roof drone shot.
So are you happy with this?
Yeah, I mean for the price as well, because I was also expecting like 20,000, so 12,000 is not bad.
But also the roof like this, it can have a problem about when the storm, big storm, wind, you know. And the thing that you have to put on the side to cover, like nice, you know, like on the back and everything. And we're gonna add in the back too. We have to order it more.
So you've got to close it all in.
Yeah,
Like
all in.
before, I thought we were going to have to put metal sheets over the top of the tiles, and then it would leave like a gap, and then the storm would take it, you know. But no, they've closed it all in, and it's perfect. This was a disaster averted, right? Could have been disaster.
Huh?
Could have been disaster, but not disaster, really, is it?
Happy solution, happy solve the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody-
And I'd say the credit goes to Damo for solving the problem. She was really the problem solver in this one.
No, he never seen it. So sometimes he just imagination like you can
Well,
look-
I was imagining like some corrugated metal, like screwed to the tiles, and then the wind taking it and
metal, like silver metal, like
Silver
that.
metal, yeah.
I say it's the half color. You can choose a color, you know.
So also, we'll just do a little update too. This build, we don't know how much it's cost yet. We don't know, but are we on budget?
What we expect from the beginning?
The budget 150k.
No, never happened. I know from the beginning, 150K never, not gonna happen. It's going to be over and over.
We're way over budget.
Way over because we add this. Is your idea.
Normal.
Please.
But
Normal.
we'll be updating you that on all of that on the last vlog. We've had some good feedback from subscribers too, different builders of advisors on certain things that we've made a few changes. So it's always helpful to hear different advice. The main thing is, we're really pleased with our builders. Like, these guys have done a great job.
the way we want.
They do the way you want. They never moaned about anything.
Yeah, like get it straight away. I moan. Are going to be difficult, but the builders say, yeah, I can do. Yeah, I can do. Easy.
Even stuff like with the custom desk and all the woodwork and the custom shelving and stuff. I'm thinking to myself, oh, I feel like it's like small job for them. But you're just saying they're just like, yeah, we'll do that for you, no problem.
Yeah, he also worry like a small job is going to be what you call too much for them, or he want to change something. Is he feel เกรงใจ it mean feel very don't want to, even that he want to change something. But
yeah, I'll give you an example. We did the desk too high. Well, first the builder said they put a line right on the wall, and he said, right, do the desk here. And I was like, no, sorry, that's going to be too low. We'll move it up. So then they built the desk on this level that I told them. And then when we came in, I tried it with the chair and stuff. Actually, I was like, no, you guys are right in the first place. We need to put it back down to your line. And they were just like, and I said sorry. And I feel bad about it, because I don't want to be a Karen about the whole thing. Do this. Like, you don't want to be that, but also we make mistakes along the way. And they were just like, yeah, no problem.
But just smile, it's okay, we can put it out, or you can
they'd made it so you could take it off the wall and just move it down, because they thought, I think they knew I was wrong. So they just
off.
Yeah,
they never piss off.
They
never say, oh no, cannot do, never say anything like that. They just, okay, we can change. Some small job that we want to add is like decorating, right?
Yeah.
It's like a finishing job or decorating like that, add more some pot or something like that. They never mourn about it, but we feel like we feel like it's going to be too much for them like that, But they need a job, because everything is.
They charge for everything, so every little detail they have a price for it. I don't even know what it is because they don't quote for it.
Yeah, we feel
but so like the desk, I have no idea what they charge for the desk. But in the cottage, I had no idea what they were going to charge for the stairs and things. But when the bill came, I always found that it was fair. It's not a lot. It's cheap, like maybe it's like for the desk, maybe they're gonna maybe 1,000 baht or something for the worker fee.
1,500.
Yeah, something like that. For somebody to build you a custom desk exactly to the spec that you want it. No, we trust the guys. They charge per square meter for everything else.
Yeah.
They've been great. Bit stressful though, no? It's a bit stressful,
No,
isn't
I
it?
feel stressful only one time about the roof.
Yeah, I mean the whole roof thing is a bit stressful.
Yeah, it's that because it's a raining season, raining every day, and then we think about we don't want the ceiling to get wet, and the best and fast solution is what we do now.
Because also in the background, me and Damo are doing a lot of other stuff that you don't see on the vlog. So we're really busy with the kids and with a lot of other stuff that's going to become clear, in later vlogs as you follow our story. So we're super busy. So all of that compounds, and you're taking the kids to school and getting kids up, and then you're doing this and that and this, and it's just like sometimes when something like the roof happens, it can be like a tipping point where you're like, no, but we're over it. We got through it.
For me, I think it's like it happened with the brain, so we see and then we solve the problem straight away, quite fast. So happy now.
happy that my wife is so industrious and so gang. Usually it's the man that would sort that job out, isn't it? But you do it.
You do the research, but you research in English, I research in Thai, so we combine.
No, she underestimate what I did and overestimate what I did, underestimate what she did. So after that, on the way back as well, in a previous vlog you might see that we found some wood that one of the neighbours wanted to get rid of, and so after that Damo went to check out the wood and choose a couple of pieces that we'd already discussed for the desk and whatnot. So that's where you'll go to now.
So we here to get the wood, and we have to choose the under one, the biggest one. So they have to take out piece by piece, and then get the under one, because the under one is look nicer. เถอะทั้งหมดเลย
ตัวไหนอะตัวล่างตัวตัว
You see it's so heavy
เนี่ยนี่
นี่อันนี้สวยนี่นี่หนึ่งแผ่นอันนี้เอาออก
วางกลางนี้ช่วยเลยอะไรกันมาเลยค่ะช่วยละ
So here is the one that we need we want it's very beautiful with the curve สวยดี
ได้เรื่องหมดอยากมาแล้วรถกิ๊กรอช่วยมาตัวนี้
So here we get 3 pieces โอ้
โอ้นึก
เรื่องเตาไม่แต่มึงเตาเป็นสองอันนี้เก่ง